Assalamu alaikum, dear friends. How are you? I welcome you on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, look, what we the humans are most careful about, most careful about, are putting it in another way. What is the most important thing for the humans, for us? Is it the things which the money can buy? Like a great house, like a like a supercar, like an aircraft or something like that? Is it something which is the most important thing? If it is, or anything like that, then what about the life? Is the life lesser important than any other thing? No, not at all. The life is most important thing for each other human being. Everything else comes then, but the life comes first, dear friend. So it is the life which is the most important thing. Then we don't want to discontinue it. Then we don't want to lose it. Rather, we want to increase it as much as we can, dear friends. The biggest amount of money being spent on the research of AI, artificial intelligence in the world, and then almost the same or even more or less, it is the longevity, how a person can live longer, how we can live longer. So again, it is the life which is most important, much more important than anything else. So we need to take care of our life, and if at all we are not taking care of our life, it means that nothing is, we are not taking care of the most important thing. My dear friends and fellows, today we are going to talk about the life, the longevity, how can we live longer, how the people who have lived longer here on this earth, how what were their way of life, what did they do to live for a longer period of time. We too have conducted a research, and we have tried to avail the research which was done by the other people, by the other departments, and we have come up with a certain secrets, about the life, and that is, longevity. After a very careful consideration, we have come up with the 13 items, with the 13 points, which are extremely important if at all somebody want to live a longer life, if at all somebody want to enjoy the longevity. So let's look upon all of those 13 items. It will be good for each one of us, because the life, we are of the view, because we all know that the life is extremely important. So it will be very useful, beneficial, and a matter of great interest for all the people. Dear friends, first of all, first of all, what we need to do is that we need to take care of the safety measures, the safety first. First of all, mean we need to protect ourselves from all sort of accidents. If at all we are driving a vehicle, there are certain things to be taken care of. We are drive If at all we are working at a construction site, again there are certain other things which need to be taken care of. But one thing is there, wherever we are, it is the safety measures which are more important, much more important than anything else. So we are going to take it as the first thing, and the first thing is taking the safety measures first and foremost. Nothing is as important as this one, if at all, once we talk about our life. And now there are another 12 things which are also important. There are, it is according to the research which was conducted on the subject, and to the surprise of many, there is another thing. The second thing is do what is right. Do what is right. What is meant by this? Be a conscientious person. Don't be an unscrupulous person at all. Don't be a dishonest person at all. Don't do the things which are a burden upon your conscience. Rather, be a conscionable person and do what is right, because it gives us a lot of purpose in the life, that we do have a purpose to live here, that we are a blessing for the rest of the people in the world, and we are not a curse at all. We are not harming. This psychological factor, it is actually, it can strengthen our psychology, and it can make us a person of forward psyche, dear friend. So do what is right. And now the third is making positive, sportive friends. Making positive and sportive friends. The friends should be positive in nature. The friend should be sportive, and we need to find the people like this one from around us, from everywhere else, and we need to stay connected with those people. And then the fourth is connect. Connect yourself and learn from the people of healthy lifestyle. And we need to connect, and we need to learn from the healthy lifestyle people. That's another thing. This was the item number 4. And the item number 5 is no to smoking and other addictive items. Everything else which is addictive, it could be smoking or any other form of addiction, we do have to say no. Even the excessive amount of caffeine should be rejected, which is found in the tea, in the coffee, in the soft drinks. So that is, and no to smoking and other addictive items. Now number 6 is good nap and good sleep. We need to sleep well from 7 to 9 hours in every 24 hours in every day, because sleep is the biggest ever restorative. Nothing is as important as the sleep. And also that during the midday, if it is a long summer day, then we need to take a bit of nap during the midday. Now, number 7 is, as far our diet is concerned, we need to take care of our diet. And what type of diet is better? It is the vegetable which are good. It is the fruit which is good. It is the whole grain and not the refined carbs, rather the whole grain which is good for the health. And then it is the fish or the white meat, and of course the olive oil. So these foods are very good foods. So now number 8 is getting married makes you live longer. We need to understand that getting married makes us live longer. And now the ninth is not being overweight. Not being overweight. Control your weight and try to lose your weight. Make it a priority if at all you are an overweight. And if at all you are, properly, you do have a reasonable weight, then it is fine. Now the number 10 is keep moving. Keep moving. So mean, keep your body in the movement. Move your body, move your limbs, and try to give the exercise to every part of the body. So that is possible. Like we have adopted, like walking, like jogging, like running, like gym, like weightlifting, like yoga, or like aerobics, like any other form of the exercise. We need to keep moving. And if at all we have adopted, if at all we are doing something, we are doing a work, our career, our livelihood involve the physical work, that is even better. So keep moving. And now the 11th is forgiveness. Forgiveness is a must. We need to forgive. If at all we are annoyed with other people and they did something wrong, and I think all the trivial, all the smaller thing must be forgiven, for the reason that if at all it remain burden upon our mind, as long as we don't forgive them, I think it will remain burden upon our mind, and it will hurt very little to those people, but it hurt ourselves a lot. It hurt ourselves a lot. So for all of these reasons, it is really important that we should forgive. Although if at all there is something much bigger and we need to knock the door of the courts, that is fine, for the sake of seeking compensation. Otherwise, if at all it is a small stuff, it is very important indeed, that we must be forgiving. We should forgive whatever we can, even if at all we can forgive more than that, more than the trivial matters. I think we should be doing that for the reason that because it is quite a burden upon our nerves, and if at all we want to relieve our nerves, we do have to forgive them. And now the 12th is avoid and manage stress. We need to avoid this mental stress, and if at all it is there, then we need to manage it. How can we avoid it? We can do all certain things, like the mindfulness, like the meditation. We can do certain other things, like not overthinking, because overthinking is the biggest reason of this. Overthinking is the biggest reason of mental stress. And negative thinking is also the biggest reason of the mental stress. So we need to avoid the overthinking on the one hand, the negative thinking on the other hand, because the two of these things will never allow us to be a relaxed person, to be a better person, to be a happy person. Now the 13th and the last is keep a success of goal accomplishment. Keep a sense of goals accomplishment. I need that we need to set the worthwhile goals, and then we need to pursue. We need to set the worthwhile goals, and then of course we need to work for the achievement of those worthwhile goals, because having a purpose in the life, it is very much important. It is extremely important. Having the purpose in the life, those people who are living a purposeless life, I think they people cannot live longer, for the reason that we need a purpose to live on. And if at all there is no purpose to live on, to carry on our life, I think the life will become very difficult. So I think it is extremely important that we do take care of these things. We do have a purpose in the life. Thank you very much.